church. I pray all is well, and I pray all is safe with you again today. I want to remind you that if you have any special needs or you have a special prayer request, please get a hold of us. We want to hear from you. As you can see, we are coming to you from outside the church. It's a bit noisy out here, but there's a reason why we have chosen this venue. The passage of scripture that I want to take you to today is found in Psalm 46. It reads like this in verse number 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. And then down in verse 10 it says these words, to be still and know that I am God. In the context of this psalm, God is speaking to the nations who are raging against his people and his will, and how we as his people are to react and respond when the world seems to be trembling around us. With each passing day, it seems that this storm is getting stronger. It seems that the news reports that we are hearing are telling us of more doom and gloom that's on its way, and that this storm is getting louder and louder. I want to share with you today some responses that we as God's children should remember and do as the storm rages around us. You see, last time we were together, I told you that we needed to first of all keep our eyes focused on Jesus and not on the waves of the storm. Focusing on the storm will only cause doubt and confusion. But focusing on Jesus, as I said, will keep us above those waves. The second response that we should be doing is that we need to shut off the noise in our life. Merriam-Webster's dictionary describes the word noise as loud or confused, senseless shouting. One definition says it is irrelevant or meaningless data or output occurring along with desired information. It also could be described as a rumor that is muffling out the truth. What we can understand about these now events that's happening around us is that the noise around us about these events can muffle out the voice of God. It can become louder and louder, stronger and stronger than the truth. God is trying to tell us that he is still God, and that he is still in control over his creation. But how are we going to hear him if there's so much noise? Christian, we need to turn off the noise and be still before him and realize that he is God. You see, God will always take what Satan meant for harm and destruction and turn it into something good and prosperous for his kingdom's sake and for us. God can use this time to reconnect with us if we will let him. You say, Pastor, what do you mean by that? Well, just think about this. We've become so busy with so many non-essential items in our lives. Our attentions have become so focused on false priorities and false treasures that we have tuned out the purpose of our existence. Understand, the chief end of man is not to live a happy and trouble-free life. The chief end of man is to glorify God and to enjoy him forever. We glorify him when we defer to him as our ruler, even in the midst of times of turmoil and upheaval. In the midst of your worst nightmare, when anxiety has overwhelmed you to the point of hopelessness and despair, know that God is still God and that you are still his child. So do not let your heart be troubled. Put your hope again in Jesus. You see, Paul tells us to not set our hearts and minds on earthly things with its false priorities and false echoes. So church, one thing we need to do, turn off the noise, the loud, confusing, senseless noise, and let's tune again our spirits to God's voice and His truth. We have been given a great opportunity to be still before Him and to know that He is God. I want to thank you again for being with us today. If you want to see more of these daily manna devotionals, just visit our website at ozarkag.org and you will find all of our past videos there. Thank you. God bless you.